Good morning, you beautiful, crispy human. And I mean crispy in the best way possible. Like, your energy's just like, welcome in. This is the daily message where I tune into the frequency of the people gathering here and the cards that are coming out, and we see if there is or what the message is, and if it resonates for you, then that's your message. If not, I have a ton of pick-a cards where there's more messages that come through in each reading, so you could see if there's a message there for you. But let's see what comes through today for the people who find this across their feed. And even though it's like I'm doing it daily, it's a timeless message, so it's for you whenever you find it. It's just a message that I'm attempting to put out daily. I'm going to try it for the week and see how it lands, and if you guys like it. If not, I'll just go back to the weekly pick-a cards, but I'll still do the pick-a cards. I have one planned for tomorrow because I love myself a pick-a card. Okay, what's the strongest, most dominant, prominent energies for the people finding this message that would help them on their path today? I'm gonna take all those that popped up. Okay, so Sisterhood of the Rose. Oh wow, okay, beauty and devotion. So Venus energy coming through here. I think we have Venus conjunct in Jupiter, or Jupiter conjunct in Venus. I'm not an astrologist, but I know a few random things. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So this is you, not gender specific. You are a spiritual baddie. Okay, so if that resonates for you, or maybe you're beginning to explore this energy within you, you're already coming out here strong. You could literally be a teacher. You could find yourself being drawn recently more to the beauty of nature, the beauty of Mother Earth, the beauty in each moment, beauty surrounding you. You could have been finding yourself even more drawn to like your own physical beauty and aesthetic, the aesthetic of your home, and kind of expressing that through your physical reality. So let's see what that's all about. Oh wow, look at this. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So your true north is like your compass point, what's calling you, your passion, your purpose, what your soul really longs for. And this says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. So it could be a little bit of Virgo energy here. I'm a Virgo, and like I overthink for, if I was paid, I'd be a billionaire to overthink. But I also think that it creates self-awareness within me. So it's possible that if you are an overthinker, it's just a small adjustment required to harness that tendency and to turn it into something that could benefit you. Like, I think my overthinking also is creates a lot of creative, potential, because I'll problems and workshop things in my head and problem solve things. I think, like I said, it creates a lot of self-awareness and spiritual growth, because I'll think, I don't know if I would have reacted like that if I had been more present, and centered. But in this card, the feeling that I'm really getting is there's possibly something on your mind that I'm feeling a sense of like lack or a worthiness issue where you're like, maybe beating up on yourself a little bit. I'm not sure what it is yet. This could be like a job or a habit or something. Like wondering if you're on your path, wondering if you're on your purpose. So let's see what else comes out with this. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay, this is a very spiritual group. So have you been feeling guided to do something recently? Have you been getting like those intuitive nudges and maybe wondering, maybe overthinking it a little bit? Like, is this what I should do? Is this the right path? Am I getting the intuitive nudges? This is showing you're very spiritually in tuned. Those nudges that you're getting are divinely guided. You're already doing it. What it is that you feel called to do is the thing. And like those dreams, like I said this in another reading, those dreams, those intuitive nudges, those soul callings, they're not going to go away. Your true north, your north node, your passion, your purpose, your soul's true calling is not going to go away. So if you're unsure, if that's the thing, if that thing's been coming up for months, years, that's the thing. I think what stops us from maybe sometimes pursuing the thing is really the how, because it's like, well, how would I go about that? So that could be tripping you up a little bit. Let me see what else I feel. I already saw the cards that I wanted next, and now oh yeah, momentarily forgot what it was. Strongest energy. Okay, 2 is popping out here. Okay, we have honoring adversity and grounding my energy. Yeah, okay, so honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Yeah. So is there something in your life that, especially if you resonated with yesterday's reading, that fiery climax approaches was one of the a fiery climax approaches? A fiery climax? I have it right here. Yeah, a fiery climax approaches, because I was just taking a photograph of that card for the thumbnail yesterday. There could be something that's creating conflict or adversity or 5 of Wands energy, challenge. People could be challenging you about this path. So if that's the case, this card is encouraging you. A path of renewed direction will be revealed once the burning is complete. So if there's something that seems to be going up in flames, if you've had a tower moment, if there is some lack of clarity, it sounds like very often conflict and adversity and challenge brings the path. It brings the opening. It opens the portal for the thing that you want to birth through. Almost if you see it like labor. Like labor's, I would say, not a pleasant experience. That's a challenge. That's adversity. That's something you have to get through to birth the baby into the world. I'm not sure why it's like that. I would be curious. I might meditate on that later. Why is there that point of, like, I'll give you an example. I try not to use too many of my real life examples, because when I listen back to it, I get really like uncomfortable when I talk about myself. Like, I'm like, oh God, how like cringe, like readings about them. And I'm like, well, myself, like I literally am like, delete, but I say whatever comes up in the reading. So this is coming up. And I feel like the more spiritually, high you get, essentially, the more your frequency raises. When you drop off that higher frequency, man, is it uncomfortable. Like, man, does it suck. And you can get back up there. But, when you pop out of, like Abraham Hicks says, when you pop out of the vortex, which is like your, that everything feeling, it's really uncomfortable because you're not used to being in lower frequencies. But you need that contrast, you need that moment, you need that identifying of what it is you don't want, so that you can now create what it is you do want and focus on that. But why I'm bringing this up is there is that point of, like yesterday I was having, I really couldn't identify it within myself. I felt this heaviness. It was like I literally felt my shadow like almost suffocating me. I don't know if you've ever felt that. It was so loud, so oppressive. Like I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't focus. I couldn't get on with what I was doing. I had deep anxiety in the pit of my stomach. My mental was just running on a loop. And I was like, what is going on? I haven't felt that type of anxiety and fear and insecurity. Like I couldn't even place where it was coming from. It just was on me. And so I went outside to sit in nature and try to ground and meditate. And I just felt so many deep emotions come up. I was angry, I was raging, I was raging at that I felt that way because I didn't even know what the focus point of the emotion was. I could have picked it up from the collective. I have no idea. I believe it was an old belief running in the background because there was like a, low-key situation going on in my day that I was like, handling, but it really didn't merit that type of heavy emotional response from me. But after, when I came out of it, I was like, I think it's that disparity, that it's that spectrum of when you're so high, then when you fall off, it feels even more terrible than if I had just kind of been always in that low level anxious state. You don't notice it as much when it crops up because you've acclimated to it. So I'm feeling that energy coming up here where you might really be in this spiritual ascension feeling of like you feel on your path, you feel guided, you feel like you're doing something. Yeah, this did come up yesterday. Yeah, that defeat the final boss. And then all of a sudden this fire reveals this path of renewed direction. All of a sudden something lights off, basically an argument, a conversation, a tower moment. But it's revealing the path. And this figure here, you can see like she's walking on this path. Your guidance is divinely guided. So I feel like, especially because this message continued from yesterday, I feel like the people who are tuning into this, there is some sort of choice or crossroads that's coming up for you that you either are directly aware of or peripherally aware of. Like you've been unsure if you should stay in this career, or you've been having to choose between two, decisions on something, or there's something in your life that's making you feel uneasy or unsettled and you want to move towards something else, but you're not exactly sure how to like extricate yourself from this other thing. I see there being something that creates the path. That's the message coming through. And then you have grounding your energy. It's safe to be in my body. Okay. I heard this I don't know where I heard it, but I heard I think it was like an affirmation video or something I was listening to, or a meditation, I can't remember. And it was saying, it's safe to be here on earth. This earth is my sanctuary and my body is my sanctuary. And that really resonated for me. So I just want to share that with you here because I've never thought of it before. I have like root chakra, I don't know, like Chiron's in my first house or something. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I just know I don't always feel safe here on earth. I don't know if anyone resonates with that, or in my body. And so I've been doing a lot of healing on myself with that. So I feel like that energy's coming up here too. But let's get more cards about what else. Yeah, let me get one of these. Oh, message of peace. Okay. And loss. Okay. Yeah, there is going to be a loss, but it's a wanted loss. I'll just show you these two cards. It's a wanted loss because it's this fire that it's that, like when they say like wildfires start, like they can be very devastating, but then the ash that is left creates new forests because the ash is so nutrient rich. And like I said, there's something connected to yesterday's reading with this, because if you didn't watch that, the message is coming through again, because there was the Eight of Cups there was walking away from something that's no longer serving you, there was new beginnings, and we're getting the same message here. A fire reveals a path of renewal once the burning is complete. That indicates some sort of climax or fiery situation that kind of sparks off. There's a loss there, whether it's job loss, a loss of a relationship or a friend, but it's clearly a wanted loss. It's something that is no longer aligned with you and resonating with. And of course, loss can be perceived as difficult. It can be unexpected. It can be, maybe you wanted that thing to work out but it just isn't. Those are the most difficult because you want to be friends with this person or you want this relationship to work, but it's no longer aligned. And so the other person isn't, if there's things, because of course we can approach these situations in a way that says, okay, well, I can do the work within myself where I'm unbothered and where I'm, I'm transcending, any of the discomfort or pain, and I'm coming from unconditional love and I'm not even seeing that there's issues. Of course we can do that. But usually if you do that, you're going to also align yourself right out of the frequency of that situation if it's not serving you. That just is what it is. If but the loss can still be uncomfortable. Again, I don't see this as predictive energy. I'm not telling you that there's going to be a loss. This is something that's already in your momentum because this is a daily reading. The momentum of it would have to be fairly strong for me to pick it up. So it would already be occurring. So like I said, it's already on your mind. It's already something you're going through. It's something that's occurred already, or is occurring currently while you're coming to this reading. It doesn't mean it's not painful. It doesn't mean it's not difficult. It doesn't mean, while the fire is burning that you're enjoying that process. But the message of peace and this, it's safe to me and be in my body, is showing that on the other side of this situation is the clarity, the hope, the purpose, and the satisfaction and the fulfillment that you're looking for. I feel like my words are not landing, like it's not moving you. It's not activating anything within you. So let's see if we can, I really want to get one of these. It keeps calling to me, the spirit guide cards. These have really powerful messages. So let's see if there's a message that comes out that can say it exactly in the way you need to hear it, that maybe I'm not finding like the language for right now. Maybe I am. It's hard for me to know when I'm in the middle of the reading. 3 coming out here. Okay. So the first one says, make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be imperfections. Don't look for outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. So this is, I'm definitely feeling here. There's something about self-worth, like I said, something about doubt, questioning, is this the right path? Am I good enough? Can I do this? Am I, like I said, this, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. It's safe to be in my body. There's some sort of pentacle earth energy here in the 3D that someone is feeling not enough or questioning if they're doing something right. This could be pregnancy related for some of you. I'm just getting that for like 1% of you. This, you're already doing it. The loss, you could have been going through a difficult, very challenging time. So this is saying, don't doubt yourself. Don't look for outside validation. Accept all parts of yourself. Realize your true beauty and potential. And the path will be revealed. You're safe. Oh, see, look at this. This is all about having like trust in yourself and in the divine and the path you're on. Have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you're navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience, and nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others, and keep shining your light. Like, these are really strong messages of encouragement. I feel like maybe just some of you are going through a difficult, challenging time and you're questioning everything. Questioning if you're on the right path, questioning if you're doing it right, questioning if there's anything else you could be doing. It's time to hit the reset button, clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. This is what I feel for you. You're in a bit of a limbo here. Something has left, like there's loss, or you're walking away from something, or something's been removed, or something's burned to the ground, metaphorically. And Oh, look at this. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Yeah, this sums up the whole reading. This is your rebirth. Welcome to this beautiful brand new energy, and you've got this. Look at that beautiful sun hitting this card. I really feel that that's the theme of this reading. You're coming into this new self, this spiritual mystic, priestess, teacher, high spiritual energy, and you're navigating your path. And there's something on your path, or it could be multiple things, that you're seeing release, that you're seeing go up in flames, essentially, and you're starting to question. You're starting to feel that fool's energy. Like you feel alone, perhaps, like I'm stepping out off the edge of this cliff and who's going to catch me? You're going to catch yourself, and the divine's going to catch you, whatever you believe for you. And the losses are natural. I feel like the word loss is not like it says here. There's clearing out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. I feel that's the energy. It's like, yes, when you're clearing out a room, you may be losing things that you're clearing out, but it's not that you're losing them. It's that you're narrowing down and identifying the things that you now need on your path going forward, so that you can travel light, so that you don't have this heavy baggage, so that these weights are released from you. Because when you release something, you gain the lightness, and now you can add something else to your pack. Now you can receive something else that you do need for your journey. I always think of it for some reason like a video game, like if you played Zelda or something, or like you can only carry certain amount of like power-ups and special, like in Zelda you can only, I don't know why this is coming out strong, but if you play Zelda or any game like this, you can only carry so many like foods and so many elixirs and magic potions. You can't take everything. So you have to think ahead, like, what do I need? Because you're on foot, and like the character's on foot, and they're packing this stuff in their bag, Link. And so Link can't, take every single magic potion and every single food. So you've got to think ahead, like which things do I want to bring with me that I might need on the next leg of my journey. And also you want to leave room to be able to add more things as you come across them. Like, oh, I might need this, so I'm going to drop this. So at the character, you have to drop certain things if you want to pick up other special, powers and things like this. I feel that energy here, like you're moving along your life saying, you know what, this friendship might be too heavy for me. It's dragging me down. It's taking a lot of my mental, or the thing is, it might not, none of this might be external. All of this might be internal, or it could be, and it probably is a mixture of both. This could be internal dialogue, self-worthy. Like it's, for example, I'm seeing this one. If you have, if you're very hard on your physical body, like you're always trying to, improve it or lose weight, or you look in the mirror and you're not happy. And listen, like everybody follow your own path. I'm not here to say don't do those things at all. Do what is right for you. If you're feeling called to move your body, move your body. We have to maintain these temples. That's part of life. If you want to, enjoy your experience here type thing, and not be dealing with all the aches and pains and stuff like this. But if you're having negative self-talk about your body image, that's a weight, that's a loss that you may need to, you want to lose that. That may be a come to Jesus moment where you have to have one of those moments where you feel that heaviness, and the heaviness of it, because you're ascending, when you try to go there in your mind again, it's going to feel so heavy and dark. That shadow is going to be so heavy on you. You may feel so confronted to release that weight and transcend that energy and just be like, enough. Like you may have a moment of rage. I'm seeing someone in the mirror, like good rage, where you're just like, enough. Like, I can't take this negative self-talk anymore. I refuse. Like, I no longer am doing this. Like, I'm going to transform this energy into self-love. Every time I look at myself, I'm going to rewire my neural pathways. I'm no longer choosing that. I'm choosing this thought. I love myself. Look at the beauty in me. Look at the capability of my body and how my body is carrying me. And I see you like reading books on it and really reprogramming those neural pathways that have, for whatever reason, been created that, your life has led you up to this point that you started to create those stories, about, and those patterns and behaviors of thought, and that critical internal self-talk. And that can be about anything. You might do that to yourself about work or about relationships. Like, why can't you get this right? Why can't you figure this out? No one finds you interesting. No one finds you smart. Everyone's laughing at you. You don't have anything to contribute. Like, this could be what you're releasing, this type of negative self-talk, dropping those weights. And it brings a message of peace, because then the lightness that comes over you, and you start to discover your true nature and your true self when all of those voices, quiet down, the peace that will come up. And they're very subtle, sometimes we befriend these voices because we're so used to hearing them. We don't even realize that if they were on the outside, people would be like, what? Like, don't say that to yourself. That's not true. But because they're on the inside, we almost befriend. We get so comfortable with that inner dialogue. So you may have some confronting inner moments where you're like, no, I want to clean up this inner world. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I do have potential. I'm no longer doubting myself. You're in a cycle of rebirth, and you're welcoming in this brand new energy, having faith in yourself. Nothing can break you. Inner resilience. You're an inspiration. Your light is shining. I see this energy being strong in your field right now. So I'm sending you love and support while you go through this rebirth and this transformation. And I mean, it's a path we're always on, but if it's particularly poignant or heightened in your experience right now, I hope that something in this message helped you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate and I honor all of your energy, you taking the time to hear this, as having that symbiotic exchange. Thank you so much for everything that you do, for those who have liked, subscribed, comment. I appreciate it. If not, just for being here, like I said. So I'm going to wrap that up here. I hope you have an incredibly beautiful day full of beautiful insights and synchronicities and the wonderful magic of the universe. And I hope that you see a special gift today, that the universe or God or whatever you resonate with sends you. I feel like that just came out. You may see something that's very special to you today. And if you're going to that reading from yesterday, then I'll see you there. If not, I will see you in another reading on another day. Bye.